So how well would the Reapers survive in the Warhammer 40k universe? Now the Reapers are a biomechanical race from Mass Effect that are possibly billions of years old. See, the first ever apex species called the Leviathans created an AI in order to preserve life. They told this AI to preserve life by any means necessary, so of course that meant killing its creators and turning them into the first Reaper. It then went throughout the entire galaxy, taking any other sentient species it could, turning them into Leviathans, and then repeating the process every 50,000 years. And they've gotten quite good at this, assuming that they are at least 8 billion years old, and doing this on a 50,000 year cycle. That means that they would have done this 20,000 times. Now, Reapers themselves are basically capital ships. The Sovereign class, the largest at 2 kilometers, is the primary one. Near the mouth is a thermocannon that can destroy other capital class ships. It also comes along with some point defense systems as well as drones to intercept fighters. The smaller, at 1.5 kilometers but equally devastating, is the Destroyer class. It has a very large thermocannon just like the Sovereign class, however this one can go into a quadrupedal-like stance when it lands on the surface. But what's scary is even if you kill one of these things, they can still brainwash you. See, all the Reapers and their tech are constantly sending out an indoctrination signal. If you are within a certain distance of any of the Reaper tech, even if it's dead, it will slowly brainwash you into serving them. And for ground forces, the Reapers have these guys, the Husks. They're basically undead cyborg zombies that are turned by Reaper tech. And while some of them have ranged weapons, their primary form of attack is a close-range EMP blast that knocks out shields and damage organic life. So how well would they do? Honestly, not very well. I give them between 2 and 6 sentries with a level 2 threat level. Because the most dangerous part about the Reapers is that they are prepared. Not only do they manipulate sentient life into advancing their technology into a certain path so that way they are fighting basically the same technology every single time, but their main way of FTL travel are these mass relays that act like slingshots. Not only would they not know the technological level of their enemies in 40k, if they didn't have these, they wouldn't have an FTL travel. And if they did have these, they would be target number 1 for the Imperium, the Tau, basically anyone who doesn't want to use the warp to fast travel. And while 2 kilometers may be impressive in Mass Effect, that's barely the size of escort vessels in Warhammer. And the indoctrination signal would be impressive if the Imperium doesn't already have to deal with chaos. They would sense the signal and either destroy them outright or block it. They would come in swinging and then get their mass effectively kicked out.